Someone leaned in to talk to you last week and then settled back half a step. You caught the movement. You never caught the reason. Your nose stopped filing reports on you years ago. It tunes out anything constant, and nothing is more constant than your own smell. Everybody else in that room got the full report, so this isn't a question of washing more. Smell is a storage problem. Cloth holds it, tools hold it, and the order you do things in decides whether it leaves. Japan built its daily routine around emptying the storage instead of covering the result. And these are 11 harsh truths that come out of it. Stay until number 1. It's the answer one country built for the single thing your own body refuses to tell you, and it isn't a habit or something you rub on your skin. It fits in one hand, and it gives you a number. Number 11. The nylon body towel. You reach for the mesh puff hanging in your shower. That thing is folded netting, built to hold water in the middle of itself, and it hangs in the warmest, darkest corner of your home. Washed rind cheese is ripened in cellars kept warm and damp on purpose, and that corner does the same job by accident. The netting holds skin cells and a film of soap in there, so the smell that comes off you an hour after washing starts on the tool. Name the month you bought the puff hanging in your shower right now. Japan washes with a nylon body towel, a long flat strip held at both ends and pulled across your back. It foams in seconds, reaches the part your hands never get to, and dries stiff within the hour. In export aisles, it turns up as Salix. The fix was never a stronger soap. It was a tool that dries before anything can live in it. Number 10. The towel. That's dry in an hour. Look at the towel on the hook in your bathroom. It's bunched where the hook holds it, so the folds press together and the inside never sees air. Thick terry holds water deep in the loops, and that core stays damp for half a day while the outside feels dry. Smell your dry towel, then wet one corner, wait a minute, and smell that corner. A Japanese bathroom runs on a thin cotton towel, used once and hung wide open, so it dries flat in 1 to 2 hours. Bacteria and mildew need fabric that stays damp, and dry fabric stores nothing. Number 9. The soak that happens before the wash. Why does a shirt that smelled of nothing on the hanger turn sour an hour after your body warms it? Researchers at Cow named the source in 2012. Moraxella osloensis, along with the compound it gives off, 4-methyl-3-hexanoic acid. A normal warm wash doesn't kill it, so the fabric comes out smelling of nothing and starts producing again as soon as your body heat and sweat reach it. You aren't washing badly, the wash never reaches what's producing it. Japan answers a smell in cloth with a bath, so towels and anything worn on the skin sit in hot water with oxygen bleach before the machine runs. It's the rule underneath half this list. Japan soaks a smell out rather than laying something over it. Do you have one of those shirts? Clean out of the wash and sour again by lunchtime? Number 8. Hadagi, the layer with its own word. In Japan, the layer that touches skin has its own word, hadagi, and its own shelf, in cotton, linen, or hemp. In the West, that layer is polyester, worn 16 hours a day from the gym to the couch to bed, and it gives odor bacteria a surface skin never offers. Turn out the collar of the shirt you wore yesterday and read what the fabric is made of. Buying one there means walking past the shirts, and that separation is the point, because the layer that collects is not the layer you show. The next one sits on a shelf you have walked past 100 times. What it admits about your shirt is stranger than what it does. Number 7. Pads for the inside of a shirt. Walk into a Japanese drugstore and you'll find adhesive pads for the inside of a shirt, as ordinary on the shelf as bandages. The product treats the shirt as the thing to be handled, not the person wearing it, because the storage is the fabric. You can shower twice in a day and still get noticed at 2, and Japan sells a pad for that, while the Western answer is a stronger spray. Number 6. Body sheets instead of deodorant. The biggest shelf in a Japanese drugstore in summer isn't deodorant, it's body sheets, thick wet wipes for the neck and underarms. A sheet lifts the sweat and the bacteria off the skin. A spray goes on top and leaves them there. A 15-second reset before a meeting works because the plan is removal, not perfume. Number 5. Hair mist for the smell of dinner. You leave a grill restaurant and the meal follows you home in your hair. Hair is porous and carries huge surface area for its weight, so it pulls cooking smoke out of a room like a filter. Pull a strand of your hair across your nose after you cook dinner tonight. In Japan, that has a name and a shelf. People avoid yakiniku restaurants before a date, and hair mist against cooking smells is normal drugstore stock. You spray it on the way out of the restaurant so the smell comes out instead of coming home with you. Number 4. Kogai. Scent filed as pollution. Japan files scent as a form of pollution, alongside noise and visual clutter, and the word for it is kogai. At work, there's a second word, sumahara, from smell and harassment, and companies run training on it. Neither word is about smelling good. The question is whether something you carry enters another person's space uninvited, which puts heavy perfume, fabric softener, and body odor in one category. Leave your room for 5 minutes, then walk back in and take one breath. That test works on a room and never on you, because your nose adapts within minutes. Japan drew the obvious conclusion and made odorless the higher standard, which is why so many shelves there promise no scent. Everything so far has been cloth, tools, and shelves. The last 3 are about your own body and about why you're the last one to find out. Number 3. The ear pick and the gene behind it. Japan's standard ear cleaning tool is a small bamboo spoon called a mimikeki, and the reason it looks nothing like the drops sold everywhere else isn't culture. It's a single gene. A BCC11 decides the form of your earwax and the output of your underarm glands, and researchers at Nagasaki University published that link in 2006. Dry, crumbly wax belongs to the low odor version, common in East Asia and rare in Europe. Look at your own earwax and you'll know which version of that gene you carry. 10 seconds, and it's the one thing on this list you get for free. It also explains the shelf because a spoon works on dry wax and slides over wet. Japan kept the tool that fits the wax it actually has, so the tool has the shape of the gene. Number 2. Kareishu, the word for what you can't reach. What do the back of your neck, your upper back, behind your ears, and your chest have in common? Those are the 4 places your own nose never reaches, and Japan has a word for what collects there. Kareishu is the smell of aging skin. Shiseido researchers isolated the compound behind it and published the work in 2001. It's called 2-nonenal. It forms when skin oils oxidize, and it climbs from around 40. Run one finger along the skin behind your ear, then smell that finger. Soap made from fermented persimmon tannin, kakishibu, has treated wood and cloth for centuries. It sits on ordinary shelves for exactly this, meant for the spots the nose misses. A word, a published paper, and a bar of soap for something the West doesn't even name, which turns a smell you can't reach into a spot you can wash. And this is the one I saved for last, because it's the only answer anybody has ever built to that problem. Number 1. Kunkan Body, the machine for a question nobody asks. In July 2017, Konica Minolta opened pre-orders for something no other country had built. The Kunkan Body is a small white handheld scanner. You hold it against your underarm, your feet, or behind your ears. It reads the odor compounds there, and your phone gives you a number. It's sold as a tool against sumahara at work, so a Japanese company took the subject every culture treats as private embarrassment and filed it beside the thermometer. Everywhere else, the fact that you can't smell yourself is a joke, or something a friend tells you if you're lucky. Japan treats it as a measurement problem, and a measurement problem gets an instrument. The device doesn't fix anybody's body. It hands the report back to the one person who never receives it. Put the 11 together, and one decision runs through them all. Empty what stores the smell. Don't cover it. A tool that dries in an hour. A soak before the wash. A layer with its own name. A spoon shaped by a gene. None of it starts with your body being wrong. Your nose stops reporting on you because that's how a nose is built. The brilliant part is that Japan turned something you can't feel into something you can check.